Today we are going to look at how to capture data in the electricity section specifically for a farm. I just want to point out that you can hover over the green question mark next to electricity for more information about the allocation. This will remind you about some of the key things you need to keep in mind when filling in your data. As you can see, there also appears to be an exclamation mark next to electricity. Because you allocated a certain amount of electricity in your Shared Inputs tab to the farm boundary, this exclamation will appear. This just means that you will need to allocate that electricity amount further down into different activities on the farm, as well as different commodities. Let me explain this by going into the electricity page. Click on Select. You will see another exclamation mark next to Grid Electricity, prompting you to allocate it, if you use PV, otherwise known as solar energy, and added this in your Shared Inputs tab. You would also see an exclamation mark here, next to your PV. In this case, the farm only used grid electricity, which we would now allocate. When you click on Select, this will take you to the Allocation Data entry field. Here you need to specify how much of the 20,000 kilowatt-hours was used for farm orchard/vineyard activity, which is usually electricity used by the farm pump for irrigation. Also specify how much was used for infrastructure. This includes farm admin buildings and/or workshops on the farm. Lastly, fill in how much was used for housing on the farm. It's important to note that whatever you fill into the Other Data entry field does not form part of your product carbon footprint. The data that you fill in here should not be related to the production of your commodities. For example, if you have a guest house, you can fill the electricity usage in here. If you do fill in information under Other, please remember to specify which data this is in the Notes section. The Drying and Dehusking section is only relevant if you have used electricity to dry fruit or nuts, or in the case of dehusking nuts. Remember to use the green question marks if you are unsure about the data you need to capture. The total below the activities needs to be the same as the amount at the top. If not, the exclamation mark will remain at the electricity page. It's important to click on Save before you continue to the commodity allocation. You will notice another exclamation mark next to orchard/vineyard activity, prompting you for another allocation according to commodity. After clicking on Allocate, you will need to allocate the electricity usage for orchard/vineyard activity, according to bearing and non-bearing orchards or vineyards of your chosen commodities. Here you can use the Prorata Excel tool that we provide to help you convert water usage information into electricity data, according to different bearing and non-bearing commodities. Click on Save once you are done and save again to return to the farm page. You will now see the green check mark indicating that all allocations have been done, and the totals balance. You can then continue to the next electricity section that is relevant to your business unit, and fill it in exactly as I have showed you with the relevant data. Please contact us if you need any assistance by sending us an email, a WhatsApp, or giving us a call.